Hello everyone, welcome back to Blended Librarian at Goa. In today's video, I will guide you on how to create, customize and share a Google form. Google Forms is a very powerful and user-friendly tool developed by Google. It allows you to collect data efficiently and is widely used for surveys, feedback forms, quizzes and even research data collection. As librarians, teachers, and researchers, we often need to gather structured information, and Google Forms makes this process extremely simple and effective. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to create your own form from scratch, design it according to your needs, and share it with your target audience confidently. So, let us begin. First, open your web browser and type forms.google.com in the address bar. When you press enter, this page will open. Once the page loads, you will see Google Form homepage. Here you will find different templates as well as an option to open blank form. While templates are helpful, I recommend starting with a blank form, especially if you're learning for the first time, because it helps you understand all the features in detail. Now click on blank form. A new form will open with the title Untitled Form. The first thing we need to do is give our form a proper title. This title should clearly indicate the purpose of the form. For example, if you are collecting feedback from students, you can write Student Feedback Form. If it is for research, you may write something like Survey on Reading Habits or Survey on your particular topic. To rename your form, click this title 3 times and you can type in your title. Then you can click outside. Below the title, you will see a space to add description. This is where you explain the purpose of the form to your respondents. A clear description helps user understand why they are filling out the form and improves the quality of responses. For example, you may write, "This form is designed to collect feedback on library services to improve user experiences." You just have to type in the description. This is just an example to show you how to add the description. There are more options below to format your text. Like you can make it bold, italic, underline, or give some link or bullets, number, or this is to remove the formatting. Like if you have made it bold, if you don't want, you can remove it. Now let us move to adding questions. By default, one question is already added. You can click on it to edit. On the right hand side, you will see a plus icon. Clicking on this allows you to add new question. See, by default there was one question. We clicked on this, so this question is added. Next, click on this drop down menu. Google Forms provide different types of questions. Let me demonstrate a few important ones. First, we have short answer type. This is useful for collecting brief responses such as name, email, or any single line input. For example, you can type enter your name. Next, we have paragraph type. This is useful when you expect longer descriptive answers. For instance, you can ask, what suggestions do you have to improve library services? Another commonly used type is multiple choice. This allows respondent to select only one option from a list. For example, you can ask, how often do you visit the library? And provide options like daily, weekly, monthly. Next is checkboxes. If you want users to select more than one option, you can use checkboxes. This is useful for questions like, which library resources do you use? Where multiple answers are possible. You can also use a drop down option, which is helpful when you want to save space and provide a clean list of choices. One more important option is file upload. This allows users to upload documents or assignments. However, this option requires user to sign in with their Google account. We also have linear scale type question, rating type of question, multiple choice grid type of question, and checkbox grid questions. You can explore each of this. At the bottom of each question, you will find a toggle button called required. If you turn this on, the respondent will not be able to skip that question. This is very useful for collecting essential information. You can also duplicate a question if you want to reuse a similar format or delete it if it is not needed. Additionally, you can add image or video to make your form more interactive, especially in quizzes or instructional forms. If your form is too long, it is good practice to divide it into sections. You can do it by clicking on the Add section icon. Sections help organize your form and make it easier for respondents to navigate. For example, you can create one section for personal information and another for feedback. Now, let us move on to customizing the form. At the top, you will see a palette icon which is used to customize the theme. Click on it. Here, you can change the header image, choose a theme color, and select a font style. You can upload your own image or choose from the available options. For institutional form, you can match the color theme with your college or organization branding. While customizing, remember that a simple and clean design is always more effective than an overly decorative one. Next, let us look at the setting of the form. Click on the settings. Here you will find several important options. Under responses, you can choose to select the email address. This is useful if you want to identify the respondent. Next, you can also select to send the respondent a copy of their response. You can select it on or off. You can allow respondent to edit the form, and you can also limit the form to one response per user, which is helpful in controlled survey or academic settings. In presentation, you will get different options like show progress bar, shuffle questions order, then confirmation message, what message should appear once the form is filled. Then you can show link to submit another response or view result summary. One of the most powerful feature is make this quiz option. If you turn on make this quiz, you will get various options like regarding releasing the grade. You want to release the grade immediately after each submission or later after manual review. Then there are different respondent settings, like respondents can see which question were answered incorrectly or can see correct answers after grade are released, or the point value, global quiz default, and default question point value. This you can change or customize as per your requirement. Now, to understand the questions better, I will show you one pre-filled form. So here I have prepared one form wherein I have given the title, description, and different types of questions. These are short answer questions. Then this is multiple choice question. Then this is multiple choice grid type of question. And so on. You can add whichever type you want. Once you have completed your form, it is very important to preview it. Click on the eye icon at the top. This will show you exactly how your form will appear to respondents. Check carefully for any errors, missing questions, or formatting issues. If you find any error in the question, you can click on this Edit this form option. Here you will be able to edit your questions. And again, you can check the preview. Now let us see how to share the form. To show you to share this form, I will take you back to the original form. Once you fill in all the questions, here on top right hand side, you will find one publish button. So first thing, you will have to publish your form. Click on publish. Once you click on publish form, you will get a respondent link. You can either select this entire link or you can shorten the URL and copy this link and send it to your respondents. You can click on publish to manage your respondents. First, there is a toggle button to set close date or response limit. Once your survey duration is over, you can close this. So this form will no longer accept any response from the respondents. Then there is next option, manage respondents. You can click on this. Here there is option to add people. You can add email addresses of your colleague and friend and you can collaborate with other people. Then there is option to editor view and respondent view. You can click on drop down menu to check. Here also you can copy the responder link and you can share it on the social media or you can email it to your respondents. Once finished, you can click on done. Then you can save your changes. Finally, let us look at how to view responses. For that, I will take you to my other pre-filled form. Click on Responses tab. Here you will see summary of your responses in the form of graph and charts. You can also see your responses question-wise or individually. If you want to analyze the data further, you can click on the Google Sheets icon. This will automatically create a spreadsheet where all responses are stored, making it very convenient for data analysis and research work. With this, we have come to the end of this tutorial. Today, we have learned how to create a Google form, add and manage questions, customize its appearance, adjust settings, share it with others, and analyze responses. Google Forms is an essential tool for anyone involved in teaching, librarianship, or research. I encourage you to practice by creating your own form and exploring its feature further. Today, if you have found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Blended Librarian at Goa for more tutorial on research tools and digital learning. Thank you for watching. Dev Bare Guru.